Welcome to The Living Current, where we explore the rhythms beneath daily life through body, relationship, and the living world. Maybe it's not about progress. Maybe it's about presence. Have you ever felt like you should be further along? Like something should be moving, shifting, changing, but isn't? That restless energy, that tension of waiting, we chase forward movement thinking it's progress, but what if the forward path emerges from the in-between? What if we need to learn to stand before we step? That can feel uncomfortable because stillness isn't always easy, but presence isn't passive. It's where everything begins. Let's take a moment. Wherever you are, just notice your body, the weight of it, the way it's held by whatever surface supports you. And if you'd like, you might bring some awareness to your breath. Not changing it, just noticing how it moves, where it settles, how it meets you in this moment. Maybe something in you has already shifted, just a little, or maybe not. Either way, just notice. Because before we move forward, before we push toward the next thing, there's something important about this space, this in-between, this quiet unfolding. We often believe growth is about movement, taking the next step, making progress, getting somewhere. But what if true transformation doesn't begin with movement, but with meeting yourself where you are? Think of a seed. Before it ever sees the light, it softens, it absorbs, it begins breaking open. Not in failure, but in preparation. In the dark, unseen, it roots downward before it ever reaches upward. It anchors into the soil, finding stability before stretching toward the surface. It doesn't rush the process, it moves in rhythm with the conditions that support its growth. And then when the time is right, it breaks through. A sprout emerges, delicate but determined, still tethered to the roots that sustain it. We root and sprout at the same time. We grow downward and upward, learning how to stand before reaching toward the light. Maybe you're in that stage now, the quiet discomfort of transformation, where something in you is stretching toward both stability and expansion. The urge to move forward is real, but maybe the deeper invitation is to trust where you are. I've had times when I felt restless, like I should be further along, like I was waiting for something to click, for clarity to come, for momentum to pick up. I kept looking for the next step, trying to move forward. I analyzed, planned, pushed, but nothing felt clear. It was like standing in fog. I could sense that something was ahead, but I couldn't see the way forward. And the harder I tried to force movement, the more stuck I felt. It was frustrating, uncomfortable. I could feel the tension in my body, my shoulders tight, my breath shallow, my mind looping the same questions over and over. Why am I not moving? What am I missing? But looking back, I see now that something was happening beneath the surface. I just couldn't see it yet. The stillness wasn't a dead end. It wasn't stagnation. It was something loosening, something unwinding. And before I could step forward, I needed to land where I was. I remember the exact moment that realization hit me, not as an answer, but as a feeling. I was outside walking. I had been thinking so hard about what to do next, and suddenly I just stopped. I felt the ground beneath my feet. I took a breath. And in that moment, the urgency faded. The need to force the next step gave way to something quieter. A sense that I didn't have to have it figured out right now. That the process was unfolding, even if I couldn't see it yet. Let's come back to where we started. Back to right now. If you'd like, feel your feet on the ground again. Sense the weight of your body. Feel where you are supported. And as you breathe, imagine the same quiet unfolding happening in you. Nothing to rush, nothing to force, just the natural rhythm of growing, rooting downward, stretching upward, all in its own time. Maybe that tension of waiting, of not knowing, isn't a problem to fix. Maybe it's part of the process. Growth isn't just about rising, it's about deepening, steadying, preparing. And when the moment comes, when the conditions align, you won't have to force your way forward. You'll already be ready. Maybe it's not about moving forward. Maybe it's about listening. Maybe it's about allowing. Something is already shifting beneath the surface. Next time, we'll explore what it means to listen, not just to thoughts, but to the body's quiet knowing.